much more in this jungle.
What makes you think that you stand a chance? Prime.
Where have you gone?
What have I done? You know Bumblebee got what he had coming. Now if you want some smoke, then guess what? It's free hookah from here on out. That's right, cough. Cough. Stay out of my way, Prime. I'll get dealt with like Bumblebee. The same thing I'm gonna do to you. Now bring it on. Let's fight.
What you just watched was a compilation of security footage recovered from the Home 2 Suites Hotel in Tampa, following the gruesome murder of Charles Jones, aka Julio. When the police arrived shortly after, they quickly located the vehicle Julio was in, but it was too late. He had sustained multiple gunshot wounds to his legs, chest, and back, and had already succumbed to his injuries. Since the shooters had already fled the scene, the police immediately launched a homicide investigation. When reviewing the security footage leading up to the shooting, a black Chevy Impala entered the west side of the street, turned around the corner from Julio, and simply sat there. Then, a silver Chevy Cruze entered the parking lot and drove past Julio's car, before turning around and driving past Julio again in the opposite direction. They did this twice before exiting the parking lot. The shooters then hopped out of the Impala, and was right back to the footage you saw earlier. Following the shooting, the suspects hopped back into the Impala and drove off. After making this discovery, the detectives worked to construct a timeline of Julio's movements. The timeline began 12 hours earlier, when Julio posted this story to his Instagram, telling his friends to attend his birthday party on the airport. 3 hour drive from Jacksonville to Tampa to celebrate. The party got a little too long, and the police the same Chevy Cruze parked at the back of the lot. Walked up to the entrance. They then got back into the Chevy Cruze and exited the parking lot. Julio performed for about 30 minutes, and when he and his friends exited Teasers, the black Impala was outside circling the parking lot. Julio and his friends headed to an after party at the True East right. The black Impala followed Julio kept his millions of Instagram followers out of his completely unaware that he was recording his party. While he was partying, the two suspects walking around the True East. After a long night, Julio finally decided to rest. He left the nightclub, got into the headed to the hotel. As we already know, the Chevy Cruze and the Impala showed up shortly after. Thankfully, with all of this high-definition footage, the detectives had a clear description of both, including their license plates. They didn't recognize the person who owned the Chevy Cruze, but they were familiar with the owner of the Impala, a woman named Damali Lyle. Damali's son, Sean Gatret, was affiliated with a violent group from Jacksonville, known as ATK. ATK had an ongoing feud with Julio's crew, known as Six Block, since around 2017. Both of these groups made rap music, so the drama was often fueled by songs that disrespected each other's crew. Julio's songs were known to be especially disrespectful. In one of his music videos, he went to the cemetery where ATK members were buried and danced on their graves. Needless to say, ATK was not a fan of Julio, so between 2017 and 2024, they tried to kill him several times, but failed every attempt. Now that Julio was actually dead, Sean Gatret was suspect number 1. Using a highly security camera system known as Flock, the detectives tracked the black Impala's movements from Jacksonville to Tampa before the murder, but it was never captured going back to Jacksonville. Instead, the Flock cameras captured it in Polk County, just outside of Sean's grave. Just so happened, the Impala was spotted in her driveway days later. According to Sean's grandma, Sean had told him speed, and Sean was the driver. He was told to step outside so they could seize his grandpa's car. After patting him down, they conducted a quick search of the vehicle and hit the jackpot. It was Las Vegas, its empty casings and 9mm footage, all aligning with the ballistic evidence at the crime scene. But before they could charge Sean with murder, the evidence needed to be sent to the crime lab for forensic testing. So he was ultimately free to go, but he didn't escape the attention from the officers for long. The next day, the search warrant was executed on his home, and the detectives found an entire arsenal of more guns and ammo. In the kitchen, the sink was filled with shredded cardboard. When they linked the cardboard out, every single piece was firearm-related packaging. They also found 2 9mm casings that matched the ammunition in the SUV. These were collected and sent into the crime lab to be compared with the casings at the crime scene. During the search, the detectives noticed that Sean had several photos. They obtained the footage from them and discovered that the date
Somebody behind y'all.
Yo, Young Kush Bandit.
Yo,
What's going on, twin? You a Young Kush Bandit? You be a bandit for that Kush or what? Yo, Young Kush Bandit. You a bandit for that Kush, bro? Hey, bro, why you not speaking to me, bro? Hey, Young Kush Bandit. Yo, Young Kush Bandit. Yo, Bandit. Yo, Bandit, man. Yo. Yo, you just got knocked, Bandit, man. Fucking shitter. Fuck. Oh, I'm about to get knocked, too. I should have said nothing. Fuck. Said shit. I'm dead.
But this begs the question, if Isaiah and Alicia were in the Chevy
Fuck. Shouldn't have said shit.
Well, it wasn't long before the flock system spotted the Chevy Cruze near a hotel all the way in Gwinnett County. When an officer
Oh shit. Bitch. That right there is why I'm the bandit, bro.